Dieter Kurtenbach here with Dave Brousseau. Sun-Sentinel Pep Rally. So happy to be here at Northeast High School, home of the Hurricanes. Northeast, let me hear you. We thought we had a pretty loud crowd last week. Northeast has given West Boca a run for its money.
You guys are pretty loud, but who are you guys playing? Miramar? All right.
They seem into it. They seem ready for Friday night's game. That's the reason we're here. Northeast and Miramar. This is one of the unsung but really growing rivalries in South Florida. Dave, what are you seeing in this year's matchup?
Well, the good thing is that these teams are been around for a while. Miramar does have a state championship in their belt. Northeast is trying to get that at level, so this is a good test for both sides to see where they stand going into the rest of the season.
And Northeast has one of the best players in the country, and certainly in South Florida, in Stacey Coley, a wide receiver that can seem to make all the plays. Dave, how good is he?
Well, Stacey Coley right now is ranked number 2 in the country as a wide receiver, and deservingly so. He's the type of guy that they have to go through him offensively, I think, to find ways to win games this year, and if it happens, they'll be victorious.
Speaking of Stacey Coley, he's with Christy right now. Let's send it over to her.
As an offense, what are the things you guys are going to have to do against Miramar to get that W?
We just got to stay focused and just step up and play.
Now, they were, the state runner-up last year, so that's a big challenge for you guys. What would it do for the confidence of this team if you guys were able to pull this win off?
It'll definitely build the confidence up. Just to let us win the game and just go out there and play.
So what are you guys going to have to do against them Friday night?
Well, that's why I call it football. We got to go out and we got to be physical. We got to execute in all phases of the game, get the ball to the big fella as many times as we can and let him do his thing.
Christy, we're back, and Dave, it's time to make your picks of the week. Kind of a down slate in Broward and Palm Beach County this week, but one marquee matchup that I know you want to talk about.
Well, the big one, of course, is St. Thomas and Bosco. One of the big games this week. St. Thomas playing their 8th team out-of-state opponent. I'm kind of favoring St. Thomas at this point. In previous 7 games they played on out-of-state opponents, scored over 30 points every single time. Bosco losing the first game, even though both both Bosco and St. Thomas have won national championships over the last 4 years. But in this one, I see St. Thomas winning this one 31-18.
Let's stay in Broward County. Taravella and Blanche Ely. This is a matchup that I'm sure everyone here is kind of interested in hearing. Obviously, they got a game on their minds on Friday night. Taravella, they're kind of coming up strong.
Taravella's off to a 2-0 start. Blanche Ely 1-1. Taravella has a running game, I think. Will win this one over Ely in an upset, 31-14.
Let's go up north. Dwyer and Seminole Ridge, a matchup of 2 of Palm Beach County's best. What are you seeing?
Well, Dwyer, one of the best teams in the state, knocked St. Thomas out last year in the playoffs. Dwyer is just too strong all the way across the board. Seminole Ridge coming off a loss to Park Vista. Dwyer will win this one 35-18.
And another game up north, John I. Leonard and Wellington. 2 teams that are looking to get onto the top, looking to overtake Dwyer. Can they get a step in the right direction this week? Who's going to win?
No way. John and Leonard and Wellington both off to 2-0 starts. John and Leonard too much of a balanced team, both passing and running. Leonard wins this one easy, 28-7.
Let's come back into Broward County. South Plantation, Hallandale. This is another one of those unsung rivalries. South Plantation off to a great start this year. Alex Collins. Can Hallandale stop him with that defense?
No way. Hallandale defense obviously has gotten off to a good start. However, Alex Collins, 4 quarters, there's no way Hallandale wins this ball game. I see South Plantation win this one 27-10.
And this, the game of the week, the one that we're here for, Northeast. Took him a second. Let's try that again. Dave, you want to give him a go? Let's try that again.
Big game of the week, Northeast. And Miramar.
Dave, Miramar, defending state runner-ups. Can they be taken out by an upstart Northeast team?
Well, obviously Northeast, or again, I get stuck on that one. Miramar has the so-called dark side defense. They're tough. They have some weapons offensively. Scored 42 points last week against Ely in a victory there. The tough thing with Miramar is that they have a lot of talent on both sides of the ball, something Northeast will have to contend with. The important thing I think for Northeast is they got to get their passing game going and get Stacey Coley involved more often in the offense. They cannot make the mistakes in hoping to beat Miramar in this one.
Dave, your score prediction.
Well, I have some thoughts on that one. I have this flag behind me. Oh, look at this.
I don't know,
Could
Dave.
be Northeast.
Guys,
It's a great flag. However, I don't think so. I think the winner of this one's going to be Miramar.
Oh, he picked the Patriots.
Miramar will win this one. 32-21.
Guys, he picked the Patriots. What do you think about that? Well, we'll see what happens on Friday. Until then, we got to figure out a way to make your head smaller, Dave.